Hey, how we doing, guys?
Welcome back, everyone.
Joe here.
Kevin.
We're getting very, very close to the end of season 4 of Succession.
Yeah, the final. Yeah, we got 3 episodes left before the show's over, which
We
is
do.
crazy.
The last episode, that was it was not the Living Plus. It was one after that. It was they had the pre-election
The
party.
pre-election, the tailgate party,
Yes.
where it seems very clear that Tom and Shiv are done,
Yeah.
which I felt like was coming. And
They said some things to each other that you really can't take back.
right, and Alexander Skarsgård shows that you may actually not have any money,
Yeah.
which is quite a twist.
That was one of the biggest twists of the episode. The Tom and Shiv thing, we all saw that coming, like you
Right,
said.
yeah, but that the idea that his company's kind of smoke and mirrors a little bit, and
Yeah.
the stock value is actually really inflated by fictional numbers,
Yeah.
which is a felony.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, let's face it. All these people deserve to go to jail.
They do.
Seinfeld style. But no,
right?
that being the case kind of shows like a light at the end of the tunnel almost.
Yeah.
For the kids, anyways.
It's definitely a way for them to win.
I still don't see a positive outcome for them at the end of the show.
No, one of them may be in charge of the company. The family may still own it, but I can't imagine any of them being happy with how things work out.
Well, the bigger elephant in the room is the two boys. They don't realize that Siobhan is playing on Madsen's team.
Right, and she finally realized she may have been backing the wrong horse the whole time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So she realized probably too little, too late because
Too late,
it's
for
gonna
sure.
come out.
Right.
There's no way they just keep that a secret the whole time. That's just
Right.
not. It doesn't make for good TV. You know,
Nope.
we want drama over here. You know.
Yeah, I mean, really. Yeah, no, it's going to get ugly, and
Yeah.
I don't know how it all resolves itself. That's one of the great things about great writing.
Yeah.
Is it's not predictable.
Yeah.
And this show is not predictable.
We never would have predicted Kendall could pull it off.
Yeah,
We historically, Kendall, the least clutch character of all time, came through the last few episodes.
he did,
So,
and he was completely disheveled the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Like he was out there, like this is, and we thought, like I certainly did, that like this is classic Ken. This is classic implosion.
Yeah.
Can't police himself, can't rein himself in, can't be a reasonable Ken who's going to step out and make an absolute fool out of himself again, and he didn't. He sold it.
He might be headed that way again because at the end of the last episode, you had him talking to Hugo, I believe, where he's
Right.
like one head, one crown.
All right.
So he's not completely policing himself to the extent that we want him to.
No, and here's the thing: he also isn't being as good a brother or person as we kind of thought he was heading
Yeah,
towards.
he's not a good guy.
He's not a good guy, and I don't see him ending up on top.
Well, look how we talked to Bravo. He
Yeah.
in many ways, he's transforming into his dad.
Right.
I don't think he's quite there yet, but if the show ends with him on top, then he's definitely Logan.
Well, right. It may very well be Godfather 2 at the end, where
Yeah, I
he's
think so.
he's on the throne, maybe, but he's alone and miserable.
Yeah.
He isolated, alienated, destroyed everything around him to get it.
Yeah, kids hate him, family hates him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It's a win that's not really a win, you know?
They're kind of signaling that ending. You know, I love The Godfather, but I kind of hope they don't just do that.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they elevate it a little bit. I mean, The Godfather exists and it's perfect the way it is. Don't
Yeah.
do that again. So if
That's true.
if they're ending to a similar ending, change it up a little bit.
Well, it's like, and I'm not knocking the show because it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, no knocks.
But thinking of like the Godfather knockoffs, which there have been about 12 million of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Has any of them been any good? Maybe Goodfellas is.
I wouldn't say it's a knockoff. That's,
I don't either. It's just the same. It's in the same genre.
yeah,
but I mean-
Goodfellas probably being the second best mob movie of all time.
Yeah. There's like I kind of feel like it was a genre around through the 40s and 50s gangster films. You know,
Public Enemies,
Right,
Original
yeah.
Scarface. Yeah.
right. But after the Godfather's, like the whole genre's is done
Yeah,
because
movies-
you're not going to top it.
I love mob movies. That's like my wheelhouse. But you're right. It's Goodfellas, Godfather, Mean Streets, which Mean Streets isn't really a mob movie. You know?
Right. I just feel like it was such a it's like westerns, right?
Yeah.
It was a genre that was around forever and then went away. But the reason this went away wasn't the popularity. The mob because the popularity ran out, but because the perfect pair of mob movies was made, and it's like, well, we're not topping this, man.
Movies and shows are great when they have something to say and they have a metaphor for something.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, and much like The Godfather, this is very much a very big, wide scope, wide-ranging show. that's really about the intimacies of a family.
Let's not forget, The Godfather and Succession are essentially King Lear retold.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the big thing there too.
Right.
Goodfellas is a biopic.
I mean, Logan has 3 kids, just like King Lear.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
just weren't all daughters.
Yeah, exactly.
And we do want to welcome some new Patreon subscribers the last few days, guys. So Tony Bellatone and Emma Samuel, thanks, guys, and welcome. We really do thank you for being here with us.
We do. If you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you don't mind hitting the like button down below, leave us a comment as well. Name a mob movie that we haven't listed yet that's actually pretty solid.
It's actually a really good one.
Casino.
I like Casino. Okay,
It's not as good as Goodfellas.
No.
And also, if you'd like to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the new content we have coming your way.
Absolutely. If you'd like to see the full reaction of this and every single episode that we've watched of Succession, which is all of them, and everything else we've watched, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. You will find seasons 1 through exactly where we are right now over there on Patreon. All right. For those of you on Patreon, thanks for being back with us, guys. Wow, we have a long episode here.
Yeah.
Hour and 10 minutes.
Strap in.
You're
Go
right.
pee if you have to.
We're going to go ahead and get started here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Mattson is coming. Dumb and Dumber, trying to spook the deal. I would need to know. This leads to a very, very significant role.
This is the big deal right there.
He described it as having 2 Indias.
Yeah. I think Jerry might be the end of Roman, too. Because he is so guilty.
He is.
Yeah.
She said, "Don't bite me.
Right.
Give me what I want. You're fine." So
Yeah.
we'll see if he can respect that.
I don't know that he can.
Yeah. Yeah. Tom. Here's her.
Tom burned that bridge
He
good.
did. Well, so did she.
No, so did she. I don't feel bad for her. I don't
No.
blame Tom. She was awful too. They were, again, like so many other characters, they were pure poison for each other.
They were. They're both scorpions, just
Right.
right. Each other.
I'm a little bit tense. Just a little bit.
Add divorce on top of
Right.
it.
Well, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, Greg.
Oh,
Well,
this show's hilarious.
Tom and Greg's dynamic is always so much fun on this show.
So how is this show not a comedy? You know,
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
it's very satirical. We laugh so hard at this show. We laugh as hard as anything else we watch, honestly.
Ooh, long night in dress shoes? Sid used to go for these sort of slip-ons with a padded sock.
Yeah, probably because she couldn't get her cloven hooves and her regular.
God. Tom. It is going to be a long night, man.
Good arches.
That's great.
That's still one of the funniest moments of the
Okay,
show.
Tom says.
I've read it a
exit
couple
poll say,
times,
Looks like
4 or 5
Jimenez.
times.
No leaks.
It's great. I mean, I got 4 smileys from Gail. They think they got it.
Succession goes West Wing.
Right.
Sir, you here for Kendall Roy?
Hey, Kendall.
Hey, man. Good luck.
I would hate to live in the world where you have to be that condescending and be willing to be condescended to all the time.
You would think that you have to be eloquent when you talk to these people,
Right.
and he's not at all. He's a dude, bro.
He is a dude, bro.
You know,
Remember the first episode when they were doing the takeover of the
Yeah.
company? I can't remember the name of the company. They kept calling the guy, dude, what?
bro.
Bro.
Just wanted to say a couple things
Yeah.
very directly. We still think we can win.
I was kind of thinking it was going to be Mencken, but now I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Even if we lose, we win. It sounds
What a
familiar.
mentality.
Yeah.
Fucking shit goes kablooey and we're back to Amoeba. It's a long way back from pond life because you failed to get me a double shot.
Oh my god, these guys are idiots.
These guys are idiots, aren't they? That is a great way to put it right now.
And it is 7 o'clock on the East
Connor.
Coast, which means polls have just closed in half
Here we
a dozen
go.
states.
Yeah.
The most closely watched states at this hour, Georgia.
I can't believe he's disappointed.
I know.
Like he thought he had a chance.
Oh, Connor. And that's that.
Fuck Kentucky gone.
What if this ends with Connor and Willa having a reality show?
I would watch that before I'd watch him being president.
Yeah.
Hey, Pam?
Hold on.
The touchscreen.
Hold on, we're checking
What's
it out.
happening with the touchscreen? Tell him to stop touching the
We have a
touchscreen. The
replacement in
touchscreen is
place.
malfunctioning.
It's fine.
Tom. Yeah.
Lay off the coke.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing. I was like, I don't think the drugs have done good for you.
I'm on it. I'm all over. You're not on it. Fucking get on it. Figure it out.
You see how it's just rolling downhill? I love that. The chain of command here.
We just need to respect our viewership.
By not telling them anything that they don't want to hear.
You guys get this about the Antifa firebombing in Milwaukee?
See, I wanted to apologize, give you the chance to apologize too. That's how an apology works.
Right.
No, thank you. Okay, you know what? Actually, also, I'm pregnant. Yeah, by you.
Oh, wow.
And this is never a good time to say, but
Wow.
To be fair, she didn't earn the benefit of the doubt on honesty either.
No.
I mean, it sucks. What he said sucks.
No, Tom is drugged up right now.
Yeah, no, Tom's being worthless right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, their relationship is so destroyed anyway that I get being like, I'm not sure where to be on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He is already under a lot of pressure, on drugs.
Yeah.
And then that fight just happened.
Right. She's trying to cover for the fact that Tom knows her dirty little secret with Mattson.
Big time. Everybody's so gross.
Everybody is gross. Everybody is so gross.
well, no, there's like 100,000 absentee Milwaukee ballots missing. So we have to figure out a way to go forward.
Well, go forward to undermine Megan's lead?
Exactly. This is so realistic to what the freaking state of news is.
Yeah.
This is serious. Ballots get lost every election. You can't get burnt ballots back.
Bullshit. Just bullshit.
You're
bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
Full of fucking bullshit. What?
Huh. God, Rome is being so unlikable in this episode.
Oh my god. He's always been this way, though. He's always had this viewpoint.
Yeah.
He is working for Mencken.
Oh, he is, for sure.
Apparently, the Democrats are accusing this fire of being biased. That's right. Yeah, that sounds pretty much something out of their camp.
I just want to throw up. Shut up. God.
This guy sucks.
Well, we've known that, but still, you know.
Right, yeah.
Mencken will block the deal. Straight up. He'll kill it. If he wins, he'll refer it to FTC, whatever, new law, foreign ownership tightening, whatever. He'll screw it up.
Roman's being really awful.
Yeah. And you can tell Ken's conflicted about it. I mean,
yeah, at least he's conflicted. Not enough to do anything about it.
I know. He hasn't done anything, though, you know? It's like he's still weighing everything out.
Can't let lefty terrorism affect this, so let's call it.
On what precedent? By what authority?
By the power of me.
Huh.
It's shady.
Yeah.
ATN is projecting that Jared Mencken has won the state of Wisconsin.
You know, we've been reporting on that fire in the Milwaukee Vote Count Center.
I hate how self-serving every character on this show is right now.
I'll dance with the devil.
Right.
Yeah.
Mr. Jared Mencken will likely be the next president of the United States.
Yes.
And I, for one, wish him well.
Connor was running for president?
I love those guys, man. The old guard.
Oh, yeah.
And so I call out to my friends tonight, to my people. I say, Conheads, I salute you. And America, be afraid.
What? That was idiotic.
What just happened?
Wisconsin, okay? We can't uncall Wisconsin, can we? That would make us all look pretty unprofessional.
So
You are unprofessional.
Yeah. Jesus.
Connor is very detestable in this episode. Right now.
You mean Roman?
I mean Roman. Yeah, sorry. Roman is a garbage person right now.
This might be the most cynical episode.
It is.
They straight up said nothing matters. We're just
Right.
going to make our own history. That's insane.
He needs our call.
Yeah.
Come on, Ken.
There are bigger things at play than your freaking legacy, man.
Do the right thing here, man.
Right?
you, Father.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a very good father.
You're okay.
One of these. Yeah, hug it out. That was the healthiest we've seen Ken.
It is.
I like this. I like that we've been saying that he's turning into Logan. This alone shows that he's still in there. Ken is still
A little
in there.
bit, yeah.
His conscience is there still. Logan didn't have a conscience.
Let's see what garbage Roman can be sometimes.
Logan didn't have two other people informing his decisions.
Yeah.
Like Roman being the devil on his shoulder, Shiv being the angel. Logan didn't have that.
Right.
Yeah, Shiv seeing what we can get from the Dems.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Why?
I really need to know what we're doing, guys. If we want to stick with Wisconsin.
Shiv is bad at this.
He's going to find out. This is going to sway it.
Right.
This is going to... Oh, my God. My stomach is a
Shiv
knots.
being dishonest is going to swing the election. You blew this one, Shiv.
My stomach is a knots.
Do you know if there's something going on?
Oh, Jesus. It's all going to come out here, isn't it?
Yeah. Is Greg going to cover for her or not? I guess that's the only question.
I don't think so. Look at that face.
Face says no.
What'd you get? Whole bunch of not much?
Oh, his little shrug.
Really?
What?
I think you're a good guy.
She's not doing a good job of lying here.
No.
We're calling it?
Yeah, we called Wisconsin. Now we're going to call Arizona, so we call the election. We call the election?
Call it.
Call it.
No, Tom. No, you're making a terrible mistake.
Look, I have a lot of empathy for Shiv, but I mean, she made her bed there.
Yeah, this is her chickens come home to roost a little bit.
It is. Kendall feels played.
Right.
What she said to him was genuine, but because of what she was doing in the past, it does not read that way at all.
No. The truth came out at the worst time.
Yeah. There goes Kendall's conscience, basically.
I'm just pressing the button, or I'm not even pressing the button. I'm asking them to prepare to press the button.
Yeah, I like that moment. It's like, oh yeah, you're just telling them to press the button, but you could save us.
Right.
Just save a couple minutes.
And is ready to declare Arizona for Jared Manchin. This means that Manchin will be the next president of the United States.
They just swayed an election.
They just did.
Once in this polluted land, that's what I hope to bring. Not something grubby with compromise. Something clean and true.
Congratulations. You guys just elected a Nazi.
Yeah.
It's red hot, Tom. A lot of very important people want to scream at you.
Yeah.
This could be the end of Tom.
I think it is. It's got to be.
Right. And of course, Roman's going to get away with his role in it because these people always do.
They'll burn Tom.
But Tom will get burned.
They'll burn Tom at the stake.
He's the face of it.
Can I come see the kids?
No.
Just, I know. Yeah. Well, I can wait up for them.
I should be asleep, but I can't.
My God.
Oh my God. He's evil. He is evil.
Well, so's Roman.
Oh
And
yeah.
so- and so is Shiv.
Roman.
Right.
Roman is a Hitler Youth, for as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned. Wow.
That you're right. That was the most cynical episode of a fairly cynical show.
I didn't think it could get any more cynical than it
That
already
was rough.
The fact they openly said none of this matters,
Right.
and these are the people that are pulling the shots.
Yeah.
And this is so true to life in the sense that, like, we don't really have anything that shows you the behind the scenes of these very unprecedented times that we're living in.
We are living in unprecedented.
And for the
times.
show to poke the bear like that,
Yeah.
that's brilliant. I
Yeah.
mean, truly, it is. It's
And that episode was so well written. The regression, the downward spiral
Yes.
into how we got here,
Yeah.
was really well done.
I'm almost at a loss for words at everything that happened in this episode because it's a lot that they threw your way. But I mean, it's not a feel good episode at all. But at the same time, you're kind of amazed by it.
Well, here's the thing of like this should feel really gross, and it does.
Yeah.
But I think there's a silver lining at the end because, and the only reason I say that is because I don't know how the last couple episodes go.
Sure.
But I have to believe as we get towards the end that this call is the downfall of ATN in a lot of ways. I think it's the end of Tom.
Yeah.
Because I think it's not going to go the way they just called it. The only way that this blows up in their faces is if they're wrong, right? Sure. If they call it for Manchin and Manchin's a president and everything goes well, they look like the savants and the geniuses that knew.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a happy ending for the family. No. So I think it's not going to be Manchin once it's all gets sorted out.
Well,
and I think
like a recount kind of situation.
Possibly they may do a refund. I don't know. I you know what I mean? It's like it's I don't know. This is like a very complicated legal issue, which is what they're saying because it would be. I don't know how it sorts itself out, but I just think structurally, as far as the narrative goes, I think if this works, it's too big of a win for the Roy family.
Yeah,
and I don't see that being possible. I still don't see the Roys riding off in the sunset with a big smile on their face because they got over on everybody, right?
Well, I mean, this is a cynical show, so you never know. But at the same time, it could be that on paper, right?
Right.
They get away with everything.
Sure.
But you look at the internal, like everything on the inside is just exploded.
Oh, destroyed.
You know, and
Yeah. I just think the fact that we saw at the end there, Tom's face is the face of being lined up for who called it.
Yeah.
Is like, man, they just walked Tom out in front of a firing squad.
He is the human shield.
Yeah, he is.
And they throw him to the dogs. I mean, they kind of foreshadowed in the previous seasons, Tom's going to jail.
Right. I
That could
think
be where we're headed.
I think. Well, I don't know if what he did was illegal. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think you get
Vote tampering?
I mean, I think you get called in front of Congress at the very least to explain yourself on how you got there. Right.
Yeah. But even if that's the case, he could easily say, "I was told to do it."
He could, and he will. And I don't know if anyone will care.
Sure.
Especially since there are only like 3 people in the room when he was told to do it.
Tom has very little friends.
Right. I mean, Tom did walk in the newsroom and say he's calling it.
He did.
So, I mean, there's a lot more witnesses to say Tom did it than someone else.
The interesting dynamic, though, is the beginning of this episode. The brothers are like, "Hey, we'll kill Tom for you." And now at the end, I don't know if they'll take
switched.
Exactly,
That's
because
switched completely.
it's just Shiv was so done with Madsen. At the end of the last episode, she's like, "Yeah, I put my money on the wrong horse, basically."
Right.
And now it's too late.
Yeah.
You made your beds, Shiv. You made your bed.
She got caught in it.
So in many ways, I'm not saying it's her fault, but like, you know
No.
what? She's as responsible as they are.
Right. Yeah, no one's clean in this, for sure. No one's clean.
And it's infuriating and gross, and the backstabbing and the lying. It's so full of intrigue, but at the same time, you just want to grab them by the ears and scream in their faces. You know?
Right. And you know, and that's and that's what's another, again, we're 2 episodes away from being done. I just want to reiterate, it's a great show when you have no idea, as we get to the end here, how it's going to resolve itself. No idea whatsoever, because the writing is that good and keeps you that much on edge.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to the next one, man.
This might be the best feel-bad show of all time.
Definitely a feel-bad show. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.